tell us what happened here tonight?
We're approximately 6:15, 6:20 this evening. We had a tip come into our dispatch center. I'm unsure at this time how it came in. That a suspect in a double homicide from Des Moines area was possibly in the Woodward area. So the Woodward Police Chief, Joe Cox, noticed the van that was called in at the Casey store. So unsure what happened at the Casey store, but a chase ensued and ended out here on Highway 141, just west of the interchange to the Woodward interchange. So the vehicle died on the suspect, and he stayed in the vehicle for about 4 hours. Had a handgun with him. He stayed in the vehicle, and basically we had a standoff for the last 4.5 hours. And eventually, it all came to a peaceful end. I think Mother Nature had played a big part in it. His van was running and got cold, and he finally gave himself up. And Des Moines Police Department's out here processing the scene with us.
So Des Moines PD will take him to Polk County Jail?
Correct. We have him currently. We're waiting for Des Moines Police Department to come pick him up, but he will be transported back to Des Moines Police Department.
How did you communicate with him?
We have a negotiator with the department, and we were close enough to the vehicle. Basically, he was talking out the window and back to one of the deputies, one of the state troopers, and we just kept talking for about 4 hours, or a little more than 4 hours. And he eventually got cold enough where he decided to come out.
What was he saying during the negotiations?
The only thing I recall him saying when I was sitting there is that he wanted a cigarette. So that was it.
So, and what did he say when he finally gave up?
He was just cold. That was all he said. He just wanted to be done, and so didn't really have a lot to say at all.
Was he alone?
He wasn't on.
Armed with a handgun. Do you know if there was any other weapons on him?
Handgun was the only thing found in his possession when he got out, and the vehicle will be taken back to the Des Moines Police Department and processed in Des Moines.
What other agencies involved, Chad?
Excuse me?
What other agencies were on scene?
Woodward Police Department, the Iowa State Patrol, Boone County Sheriff's Office, and we are a member of the CERT team, which is a suburban emergency response team made up of metro agencies, West Des Moines, Clive, Urbandale, Ankeny, Dallas County, and a few more agencies, Johnston, Altoona. So there was officers from all of those agencies. They came out with their armored vehicle, and thank God we didn't need any of that.
So was it Dallas County or the Highway Patrol negotiating with
It was
him?
Dallas County that did the negotiation.
Okay.
And now there was a state trooper that is a certified negotiator that was sitting with my guy, and they just, you know, my guy did all the communicating with him, but I think they worked together in the same car as far as what they needed to be talking about.
There was a woman that they were concerned about, Peggy Reed, the ex-wife of this.
My understanding, she made it home.
She did make it home?
Yes.
Do you know when that happened?
And that was earlier this evening. All I heard on the radio was the woman they were concerned about had made it home. So I assume that's who we're talking about.
Was that based off of another additional welfare check made by the Story County Sheriff's Office?
I would assume so. I've been out here on the scene all night. I don't have all those details for you yet.
Any local charges?
There won't be any local charges. We just handed everything over to Des Moines, and since it ended peacefully, we'll let them process their crimes.
Was he threatening to law enforcement on the scene at all?
No, he just he was threatening more himself, you know. So, which you know, he was indicating suicide and those type of things, but that didn't happen.
Did he make any reference to the homicides?
He didn't talk about any of that.
Do you know where he was between the time of the homicide and tonight?
Excuse me?
Do you know where he was between the time of the homicide and tonight?
I don't have any of the details that Des Moines looking at. I just know what came into our center tonight and where my people were and what happened over the course of the last 5 hours or so. And so short chase, that long standoff, and it ended peacefully. So
Big relief.
it was a very big relief.